This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance or training purposes.
My name is Simon. I'm a techie, I'm a thrifter, and I like to help people. A few months ago, I came into possession of a hard drive containing technical support calls from a company named Silicon Angels. I didn't know what I was getting into. Thanks to my associate, Barry, and other sources who will remain nameless, I've gotten my hands on additional information, and from here on I will continue to address Silicon Angels.
Thank you for calling Silicon Angels Internal Employee Review Line. I'm letting you know this call will be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. Please state your 11-digit Silicon Angels employee number and corporate password. And a member of our management team will be with you shortly.
This is Leopold Winkler, Silicon Angels ID 12312003303. We're here to deliver the biannual review for technical support member Gerhard Arlenson. Silicon Angels ID 001232999861. How are you today, Gary?
Well, I'm doing just great, Leopold, how are you?
Excellent. Well, nothing here should come as much of a surprise. Your customer feedback score has remained at the top of the charts, and it seems like each caller really appreciates how attentive you are to what they need. Your ability to resolve our customers' issues means many of your sessions are single issue, which really helps keep our pipeline ready for those troubled few.
Well, I really like to help people, and it's really good that we can really spend the time we need on those who need it the most.
Additionally, we appreciate you taking on the extra responsibility of training our field techs. These in-person sessions really demonstrate how much we care about our customers, and it helps the techs to realize that each caller is a flesh and blood person.
It is a real shame what happened to Sasha.
Truly. But that has nothing to do with your training technique. The other field techs, the ones who didn't die while on a training call, have incredibly stellar things to say about you. It seems you've made a real impact on the people here.
Well, yeah, I try to get along with everyone I can.
And, well, I guess that's it. Your numbers are great, your responses are great, and, well, we do appreciate your contributions to the office cornhole tournament.
Oh, well, I love a good cornhole.
And so do we. Well, we've discussed it and think that a 25% pay raise is in order for you, Gary.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Yeah, you deserve it. We're going to go ahead and renew your employment contract immediately for the upcoming year. So with that said, thanks for being here.
Oh, well, I'm glad to be here. Thanks, Leopold.
Thank you for calling Silicon Angels sales line. I'd like you to know that this call will be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. My name is Patrick O'Connell. How can we fulfill your needs today?
Hey there, I'm not terribly familiar with your product, so I just had a couple questions I was hoping you could answer for me.
Oh, fair enough, sir. You came to the right place. I've got all the information you could possibly need. Do you have any specific questions in mind?
Well, I was, sifting through your catalog, and I was wondering, I saw the term all sorts. What does that actually entail?
Well, all sorts could mean a wide variety of things. We'll start the basics. It could be height. They can range from 4'11" to 7 feet tall. We have weight variation models. Everybody's got the different varieties of the people that they're into.
So why are your height limits at 4'11" and 7 feet out of curiosity? There's a number of people out in the world who are, above and below that.
We go for the most popular heights. The people that are below 4'11" and 7 feet tall are less than 1% of the world's population in height. It'd be too much for our computer algorithm to really properly calculate into the models.
Okay, that makes sense. And I like to kind of know where these products come from. What's the process of actually like making the Silicon Angel itself? Like, what can you really tell me? And feel free to go in depth on it. Like, all the more information, the better to me.
Well, as
makes me more comfortable.
Well, obviously, sir, copyright laws prevent me from, also the NDA we were forced to sign when we joined Silicon Angels, prevents me from giving you any specific details about the assembly of our models. If that got out, then we would go out of business, because nobody can do what Silicon Angels really does. But what I can tell you is that all our models are made locally, within the country. We hire local help. We provide a lot to the communities of wherever our factories may be, which are always undisclosed locations, as you may know.
Wow, that's local.
Quite.
Wow, that all sounds wonderful. I wish you could tell me a little more, if possible. I mean, like, you hear rumors out there, and I think there's something online about, someone really, basically implanting a real person's personality into a robot. So I just have to ask, like, are they based on real people?
Well, I'm going to have to ask, sir, what does this question pertain to your interest in purchasing a model in the first place? Because I've never even heard of this story of, what did you say, a personality being implanted into a model? That sounds preposterous. That's... Wow. I've heard some things.
I was maybe thinking the same, but I thought I'd give a call.
But again, sir, I'm going to have to ask you, are you actually interested in purchasing a model? Because we haven't gone further beyond the specifications of it. You seem more interested in how they're made, where they're made, and what goes on really on the inside of the tinkering, which most of our customers are just interested in putting themselves within or around the model, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I just like to think of myself as someone who likes to really do the research before making a purchase. I'm sorry if I offended you there.
Oh, no offense, sir. I'm just trying to make sure that you understand why you're calling this line and what this line is really in existence for. I could transfer you up to my sales manager, though, if you really have some more questions about the models more in depth than you think that I can answer for you.
I mean, are these models based on real people?
Oh, sir, we have a database that we can pull from for billions of visages throughout the time. As you know, since facial recognition technology has become a part of everything, literally everything is facial recognition technology in it, from your underwear to the toilet paper to the toilet seats to the shower curtains. It's mostly bathroom things that have facial recognition, but that covers everybody. So yeah, we have that database to pull from, is where most of our models get from. So it's kind of a random amalgamation of all the different faces based on the specific needs of the customer.
Yeah, you bring up these databases, but it there's no way you guys are getting that data yourself. Like, do the people actually know that their data is being pulled in to essentially become a part of this robot?
Sir, every action that Silicon Angels does abides by and is done within the parameters of all the laws of the land. So to even begin to question our validity as a company, our integrity, that is quite insulting, sir. And I really am beginning to question your integrity with this call, and whether or not you're really interested in buying a model, whether or not you're just giving me the old feckin' runaround.
You know what? I'm gonna level with you. What was your name again, sir?
My name's Patrick O'Connell. How many times do I have to say it's Patrick feckin' O'Connell? Patrick O'Connell.
Patrick
O'Connell.
We're talking about runarounds. I've been getting the runaround all day. I'm gonna level with you. I work for the press, and I'm following the story right now.
Sir, I'm going to have to terminate this call immediately.
Patrick, I think you'd be very interested in what I have heard.
Sir, I'm not suited to answer these questions. I feel comfortable answering these questions for my own job's sake, so I'm going to have to transfer to my sales manager. Thank you.
Patrick,
goodbye.
Thank you for calling Silicon Angels sales line. I'm letting you know this call will be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. My name is Lance. Tell me how we can fulfill your needs today.
How you doing there, Lance? My name's Kirby. I'm calling from the Oakville Disabled Retirement Community of Future Deaf People. we're looking for a few sex robots to accompany the seniors in any way that they kind of see fit. We want to ease their time, left on this earth. It's not a lot.
All right, so you're trying to get a few different little things going on there. Any specifications that you need on these specific models?
Nothing specific, honestly. Completely random. Completely random. We want men, we want women. They could like men, they could like women, and vice versa, if you catch my drift. We want them all sizes, shapes, heights, widths, weights, girths. You know what I mean?
Well, you're in luck. We have a lot of different models, upgrades. They come out very often, so you can even change them down the road if you want to.
Oh, like interchangeable parts, or you? Because that's a little bizarre to me. You like I can rent them.
No, there's many different.
Fresh faces might liven up the place if you catch my drift.
If there's any,
they're gonna die soon.
Is there any specific feature that would be important to you, though? We have a lot of them. You can pick anything you want.
Well, they gotta be sensitive, both emotionally and physically, and I'm talking like soft, droopy skin. For most of them, some like them younger. Whatever you got, we'll take. And if they can accomplish anything else other than sexual things, that would be nice too. I don't know if, what they can do.
Well, luckily, the elasticity of the skin can be adjusted as needed, so you can have them be fresh as a baby's bottom, or you can have them be as old as you want.
Can they provide physical therapy?
Our models are very multi-purpose, but the AI is not designed to assist in non-sexual physical activity.
Bob fell down the stairs last week, broke a hip. He has not looked right since then.
Can you possibly fetishize it and turn it into a sexual act, and then you can help them?
Good Lord! Maybe.
Maybe he gets off by breaking his hip. And you say, Susie, or whatever model you're naming.
If I'm being honest with you, Lance, I think that might be a little traumatic. He's in a very sensitive state.
Unfortunately, then, you can't use the models for that purpose, though. You can use them for the sexual stuff, though.
Can he read to him? Because, like I said, Bob, you're not the only one. They're very lonely.
There is a built-in display screen that has an adjustable font size if they need to read anything.
Can you change the pitch of their voice to sound more like maybe one of their grandchildren that definitely hasn't visited them in a decade?
Yeah, absolutely. You can change it up, you can change it down.
Think good Lord, that's perfect.
Think about baby skin.
All right. So, for those of them who do want, the sexual nature of the product, will it do most of the work, or does it require its participant to do most of the work?
There's an adjustable submissive and dominant statistic you can adjust on every single model to whatever you want.
Is there any kind of apparatus that can lift the doll off the body once they're finished? Because many of them are really weak. It's kind of pathetic. I've had to do it a few times. I'm not proud of it.
We have a special subroutine built into our models that has a exit after activity. That's what we call it. Regardless of your dialect, it'll do the job you want.
All right. Some of them want to have conversations with these characters. I don't even know what they are, to be completely honest with you. I don't honestly give a shit. But if they're not happy, then it reflects on me, and my life gets more difficult. How difficult would it be for the old people to clean them? They're not as young as they used to be.
Well, we recommend that you personally take on this cleaning regimen if you're worried about cleanliness. Because cleanliness...
Me?
Or any individual. Well, do you want some assistance on how to clean them? Or just, it's really easy. All you gotta do...
You know what, we'll figure it out. It's not that important.
For whoever's doing it, you just wipe them down with a damp cloth, let them dry out.
This is a lot of information I don't need to envision. You don't know who do I work for. Now, I need the skin to be very soft. After all, they're old and sensitive. And skin viscosity would also be, it's a concern of mine.
Well, the skin viscosity, is that yeah. Viscosity.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right term, but it sounded smart.
No, that's fine. The skin viscosity, that can be adjusted up and down, smooth as a baby's bottom, as rough as basically a raisin. You can get it wherever you want.
I don't want it abrasive, but I might want it to droop.
There is a droop you can set in. There is definitely a droop you can put in. Don't worry. Several degrees of droop, too, is what we want.
I never thought I'd be excited about a droop setting.
I thought the same thing when I saw that they were brought in troop setting, but I was so excited for it myself. Can't say.
Well, this is all very good to know. Thank you. You're very knowledgeable. Now, for the ones that don't want the companionship, the ones that are looking and, to have a good time, now how does that work? Do they have to do most of the work? Will the robot do the work? Because, like I said, they're very fragile.
There is an adjustable scale per unit of submissive and dominance. You can put it anywhere between 1 and 10. That way, you could say, if they're dominant, they do most of the work.
Is there any kind of, grand parental safeguard in case they accidentally switch it to aggressive and it beats the shit out of them?
That's not going to happen. The most the dominant gets to is saying baby and slapping you lightly.
Now let's say one of them falls down the stairs and it was the doll's fault and not neglect. Is there a camera that would record that?
Every single unit does have a recorder inside for legal purposes. In that event, you would be protected underneath the Silicone Angels.
Strictly hypothetical, I'm here for them. Of course, I care so much about their well-being. Vance, I'm gonna level with you. I don't give a shit. If they're happy, it doesn't come back on me. Okay, now after sex, a lot of them like to talk. They like to talk all the fucking time. But a lot of them like to talk after sex, trust me, I hear. The balls are thin. Are there certain topics that will be off limits?
You can choose what your Silicone Angel says. There's a very specific way you can go in. You can change it down to just, oh yeah, and baby. Or you can have them have their full vocabulary. You can limit them down to whatever you want.
Lance, I'm not gonna lie to you. We got a lot of people here that would rather forget their past.
I think we can hook you up with some really nice, silent Silicone Angels for you then, for those specific people.
That actually brings me to my next point. In terms of silence and other defections, is there any kind of discount if I buy the broken ones, the refurbished ones, the hand-me-downs? I don't know if that's a thing. It's kind of gross.
But there is, but before we get into that, it depends case by case. So, I really need to know how many units you need, which genders, all that extra information.
I'm probably looking for 14 to 18, something in that range. Do you guys take checks? I gotta ask though beforehand.
We do take checks, yes.
Okay, because I got a hell of a lot.
You have a hell of a lot of money, or you have a hell of a lot of checks?
It depends on how you measure it. I got a hell of a lot of checks. I have not added them up, to be completely honest with you. Some of them are pre-made for birthdays that won't be made. Some of them never got mailed, because, let's face it, I don't get paid enough. They make them out to cash.
Really? We don't care where the money comes from, as long as we get it. If it's good on your end, it's good on our end.
All right, and like I said, any discount for broken or used or refurbished or missing limbs or anything else is fine. We'll take the discount.
Oh yes, there is a discount.
They won't be in use that much longer.
For the broken down units, for the less than perfect units, there is a discount. It is on a case to case basis. We really need to know what you want missing, what you care about missing, and what you absolutely need on these units before we can get you a full price.
If it's like a bit of a mix, that would be good. Some need holes, because that's what these are going to be used for by some.
Checking on my computer right now. I do have several bundle packages ready for you that have maybe
an upper half that can read. That's fine. If it's just reading, why does it need a lower half?
Let's see.
That lower half could be another one for a dance. I don't know.
In this bundle, we actually do have a reading upper half ready for you.
Match made in heaven.
The match made in heaven.
Yeah, that's a match made in heaven. I'll take them.
All right, Will. Give me some time. I'm going to get a quote built up for you, and I'll send it back to you in a little bit. You got a couple hours?
Absolutely. I got to do another head count to check how many exactly we're going to need. It's been a little while. You don't know who's still living here.
All right.
Living.
Yes. Now, are you ready tomorrow between 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. for me to call you anytime in that 12-hour window?
12 hours? Yeah, I guess I can. I got nowhere to be. They don't move too fast around here.
All right, then. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That'll be all today. Thank you, bud.
All right. Well, we appreciate your call. Your inquiries are very important to us here at Silicone Angels. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback for our sales specialist, press 4 to be redirected to our feedback specialist.
Hello, my name is Alexandria. I am a manager here at Silicon Angel Sales Inquiry Line. My associate here is telling me you are curious about our product.
I'm actually trying to get some information regarding Silicon Angels and or Advanced Solitude Solutions. Is there any way you can answer some questions for me?
You know, inquiries for the press are generally handled by members of our publicity and outreach department. I'm glad to help in whatever capacity I can.
Well, I've spoken to someone from your technical support and sales departments, but I keep getting the runaround, and now they're sending me towards you. I've gone through your official channels, and all I keep getting is a bunch of filler and really no answers to what I believe are some very important questions that you guys owe us answers to.
Okay, what are you looking for?
What do you have to say about accusations of mistreatment towards employees?
Oh, sir, you know, Silicon Angels is a very good company that always think about every people here. And we have never heard about any mistreat to any employee in our company, and we treat our people in the way that they deserve to be treated. We are always happy. You can see when you do the calls and try to buy a product, everything is happy here.
Well, I would argue there are some articles that say otherwise online, or personal blogs that I have seen. But okay, then what do you have to say about the accusations of unlicensed duplication and distribution of personal identities?
What did you say? Unlicensed duplications? Distribution of personal identities? What are you talking about? You are doing seriously accusations against our company, and probably we can sue you because of those accusations that you are saying right now.
Well, I'm actually an independent reporter. I'm doing this on my own because large-scale corporations won't take up this story, and so I'm just trying to get the answer for the people. And how defensive you're being over these questions really just goes to show that maybe you guys are hiding something.
Advanced Solitude Solutions works closely with the major news corporation. That is true. Can you tell me what are your sources about these implications against the company?
Well, really, I'm not at liberty to divulge my sources. I think any good journalist would obviously argue that it's something we shouldn't do. I do have one more question for you, if you're receptive to it.
Okay, of course.
What do you have to say about the accusations of a collusion between Advanced Solitude Solutions and the U.S. military?
What did you say? Collusion? Is that the right word? Did you say collusion?
I believe, from what I have heard from my sources, that is the correct word, yes.
Okay, you may want to look into your sources one more time, because collusion is a really ugly word to say against the company.
All right. Well, you mentioned the publicity and outreach program for Advanced Solitude Solutions earlier, and I would appreciate it if you linked me to them.
Inquiries from press and generally handled by members of our publicity and outreach department. If you want me, I can transfer to someone that can help you better than me.
Please do.
Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't help you further. I'll go ahead and transfer you to the publicity and outreach.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message.
Hi, my name is Dan. I'm calling with Podcast Weekly. We've been listening to your Silicon Angels podcast and are very interested in getting some information. Maybe an interview. Maybe just find out where you're getting all these calls. Anyway, call us back at 325-555-9844. Thanks.
End of message. To delete this message, press 7. To
Has this ever happened to you? Let me set the scene. You're at your favorite canteen when something rudely intervenes in your afternoon routine. Has an unseen cuisine caused you and your friends to reconvene on the mezzanine for your umpteenth time? I'm Mean Dean Gleaner, Protein King of Aberdeen, introducing the new Mean Dean Gleaners Cleaner Wiener Wiener Cleaner. Mean Dean Gleaners Cleaner Wiener Wiener Cleaner. Mean Dean Gleaners Cleaner Wiener Wiener Cleaner. Keep your wiener ever greener. Mean Dean Gleaners Cleaner Wiener Wiener Cleaner. Mean Dean Gleaners Cleaner Wiener Wiener Cleaner. Now gasoline free.
Thank you for calling Silicon Angels Helpline. I'll let you know this call will be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. My name is Harry. Tell me about your problems. But first to start, I'll need your account name, safe word, and specific model number.
Hello?
Yes, hello, sir.
Hello? My name is Herbert Sherbert. My model number is GT 464193XL.
Safe word.
What?
Safe word, that's the last thing I need. I got Herbert Sherbert. I got GT 464193XL.
Sorry. Safe word. Sherbert, not ice cream.
Yes, sherbet is not ice cream indeed.
Well,
I got you right up here, sir. What
spaces, not underscores, spaces. I hate underscores.
Alright, sir, there's, I don't know why you're putting energy into hating a icon on a screen.
It's unnecessary. Okay. It's a space with a line on it.
Some things don't allow for spaces, sir, and that's why the underscore was involved.
What?
Anyway, what can I do for you, sir? Why are you calling me right now? Why are we talking?
Oh, right. How often do I need to feed this thing?
The GT XL?
Yeah.
Feed it?
Yeah.
Like charge it? Plug it in?
Oh, it gets meals and snacks.
Are you talking about food you would eat?
Its appetite is insatiable.
Listen, Mr. Sherbet, if you don't mind. I'm gonna need to ask you. Are we talking about real food here? Like food that you would put in your own gullet?
Well, of course. What am I supposed to feed it?
Well, sir, these are synthetic models. Therefore, they are not real people.
Nothing comes out of it.
Well, that's the point.
So much goes in, and nothing comes out.
How much have you put into it, sir?
Well, at least two full meals a day.
Are these meals, full for you? So, I don't know, a cup of soup and a cracker? Or are they full meals for, I don't know, most normal humans?
She only gets soup on cold days. Very cold days.
Is that every day for you, sir? Because, I don't know, people are always cold.
How do you know where I live?
Well, sir, I have your account information right here, which has your address attached to it, so therefore that's how I know where you live. It's cold everywhere.
Oh, I'm always wearing slippers.
Okay, so listen, sir, you're not supposed to be putting food down the gullet of the model. I don't know where you got that information from. You bought a sex robot. Robot precedes any form of needing it to be fed, I would assume.
Well, it needs energy for sex.
That is why you can plug it in, sir. Or if you got the economic model, you can always put it outside to charge it by the sun.
If I give it fiber, will it process the meals more?
Your model is not going to start. It's going to stop working very soon. You're going to have a lot more issues with the model than you can even begin to understand if you keep putting food in it now. You're going to need to empty out.
So the stomach is smaller than I think it is.
The reservoir is not large at all. It's only a quart. It's a quart. It's not meant for real food, sir. It's meant for your...
Now, a quart of liquid
juices.
or a quart of
solids.
Solids?
Oh, okay. Well, I can see its last meal still being digested.
Right, so it's not being digested, it's just sitting there, it's probably decaying. And what you're smelling is mold and rot. And it's not good, and it's probably going to gum up your systems and fuck everything up. And then once that, you probably already voided your fucking warranty right now. I'm just going to mark it down right here.
What about Metamucil? I wouldn't even have to buy that. I take that very regularly.
So I don't know how to get this point across to you, sir. This robot is not a human fucking being. I understand maybe you're trying to get a little kind of companionship with you. Maybe you're feeling a little lonely. Maybe feeling like you need someone to talk to. But fuck off, sir.
Who am I supposed to
food down there?
Eat my meals with?
You can
so
still
lonely.
eat the meal. You can put the fucking robot right there. You can sit to talk to if you even fucking
It
want
would
to.
be
But it doesn't
rude.
need to be eating.
Rude! I will not eat while she watches.
Well, listen, sir, I have an idea for you. Why don't I give you the option of the mouth charger? Well, you can plug it in through the mouth. That way, it looks like it's charging itself and being fed at the same time. Kind of like a feeding tube, probably like how, I don't know, you lost your wife.
Should I remove the lodged food from the esophagus?
Yeah, so that should have been the first thing that you did. Anyway.
Can I eat it?
Yeah, fuck it, fine, you can eat it. You can eat it.
There's no reason
The
to
robot
waste
cannot
good
eat
food.
it. Yeah, we don't want to waste any more food, so yes, eat the rotten food, it's fine. It's probably
What if I
fine.
chew it for her and baby bird it?
So, you know that birds have been extinct for 30 years now.
Back in my day, there were birds everywhere. Some of them were robots, but lots of birds.
Yeah, and everything was covered in shite. We all remember.
Okay, I've removed all of the food and ziplocked it for later. Would it be okay if we eat together anyway?
Yeah, alright, it's fucking fine. Eat to fucking get it. I hope that my advice has gone through to you, and you know not to put actual food into it, but you know what? I really don't care
So
about the result.
smaller meals is what you're saying.
Yeah, sure, that's exactly what
Just
I
a
fucking
little
said, sir.
smaller
Just
meal.
keep hearing what you want to be hearing. Thank you for calling Silicon
What about
Angels
applesauce?
Thank you for calling Silicon Angels Helpline. We appreciate your call here at Silicon Angels. Your concerns are sort of important to some people, not to me anymore. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, make sure to fuck off and press 4.
Hello. Thank you for reaching out to Advanced Solitude Solutions Publicity and Outreach Department. I'm letting you know this call will be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. My name is Jeremy Bronson. Please state the name of your organization and reason for your call.
I'm calling as an independent journalist, just looking to ask some questions about Advanced Solitude Solutions and its subsidiaries.
Okay. Do you have an appointment by any chance?
I do not, but if you're free now, I'd like to ask you some questions.
Usually we require independent journalists to schedule appointments, as we are if not the leader in artificial intelligence and robotics. We got a lot of people asking a lot of questions, and to be completely honest, my time is very valuable.
Well, here's one more question for you. I'm curious about partnerships between Advanced Solitude Solutions and other organizations, in particular those with Alphabet and the United States military.
Well, to be honest with you, I need to preserve the safety of our servicemen and women, who, of course, we have the utmost respect and admiration for. And Advanced Solitude Solutions will not, I repeat, will not give out information regarding our involvement in any military operations that could ultimately put our servicemen and women in harm's way.
Well, what about claims regarding duplication and distribution of your employees' egos?
I got this. This is the first I'm hearing of that. It sounds highly fabricated.
Sir, there are accusations of illegal scanning and sales of your employees' and customers' mental
You said
environment.
accusations? Come back to me with evidence.
Sir, I don't think as a company you are allowed to base your Silicon Angels models on illegal imprints based off of your employees' brains.
Take a step back. I'm not entirely sure what you mean in terms of either duplication, replication, impersonation, and then distribution of these characters that you say we are copyright infringing on.
Well, that's what I'm calling to get answers on, sir.
All right, take it easy, Elron. Advanced Solitude Solutions, we focus on attainable technology that is functional here in present times, not science fiction.
Well, speaking of non-science fiction, in July of 2074, a patent was filed with the U.S. Patent Office from Advanced Solitude Solutions referring to an autonomous soldier simulacrum uploaded with a combat heads-up display. Now, unless the U.S. Patent Office is in one of these L. Ron Hubbard books you're referring to, I would say that's real proof.
All right, friend, what's your name again? Remind me.
My name's Gary Gilligan, and honestly, Jeremy, I would get used to seeing that name.
All right, Gary, whatever. Long story short, sounds like you're very well informed, very well researched. I'd love to see a lot of the information you've accrued. If you'd like to forward that to my secretary, I will happily take a look at that, and we can discuss this at a later point in time. But what I can tell you right now is that Advanced Solitude Solutions holds a number of patents, many of which are not actively in development. And the protection of intellectual property is imperative to our company in terms of growth, size, future endeavors.
Well, Jeremy, sounds like a lot of mumbo-jumbo like everything else I'm hearing from everyone else in this company and its subsidiaries, so...
Not sure what other company you're referring to. I don't necessarily work with any other company. You're talking to me here at Advanced Solitude Solutions. We work with a number of companies, and I don't necessarily like that you insinuate that our business practices are less than legal.
Well, I guess for now, we just have to leave it at that, and I would love to set up an appointment, if possible, so we can discuss this further, or maybe with someone who can actually give me some answers.
Nothing would make me happier than transferring you back to my secretary. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I suppose that's all the questions I have for now.
You know, Gary, you have yourself an absolutely fabulous weekend.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message.
Hey, Stan again with Podcast Weekly. Just calling again to make sure you hadn't missed us. Big fan of the show. Make sure to give us a call back at 325-555-9844 so we can schedule time to have an interview for our show. Thanks.
End of message. To delete this message, press 7. To
This is the office of Mr. Jeremy Bronson. My name is Sharon. How can I help you?
Hello, Sharon. I just spoke to Mr. Bronson. He transferred me to you to set up an appointment to discuss a story I'm writing.
Yes, our representatives are always happy to speak to members of the press. Just let me look over Mr. Bronson's calendar. All right, so today's the 31st of May. All right, Mr. Bronson has an open spot on the 10th of November. How is that for you, sir?
Sharon, November's full. November's full, Sharon.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I meant the 10th of January.
I could hear Jeremy in the background. Okay, you know what? You schedule me as soon as possible for as many meetings as possible, and you let Jeremy. I will be as patient as I need to get the answers I think the people need to get, and I will write this story regardless of if he gives me input or not.
Okay.
If he wants to wait 5 months, 6 months to give me answers, that is on him.
Well, sir, I'll put you down for, we'll say May 10th of the following year. Okay, thank you very much. You gave me a very wide window, which is very kind of you, sir. Hope you have a lovely day.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you for calling Silicon Angels Helpline. I'm letting you know this call will be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes, although training not for me, since this will be my last call as Silicon Angels helper. My name is Dimitri. Tell me about your problems. I've already told you about mine, but first I'm going to need a account name, safe word, and model number.
Okay, so my model number is 010021P. I don't have an account with you or a safe word.
Did you say XEP, sir?
I did.
Sir, the experimental prototypes, which is what XEP stands for, were never intended for distribution. We can dispatch a tech who will help you take it off your hands and deliver a brand new model for you to enjoy, but that is, you better be quick on this.
Look, so I got this from a friend, okay? Like a colleague, like a guy I met online, you know, like we trade things, we make exchanges. And I think it might have been treated a little rough. But I'm looking to, move its permissions over to me and maybe make it a little less aggressive.
Well, sir, you don't even have a username and safe word with us, so I don't even know how we begin to address the user. Also, like I said before, the XEP was not even meant for distribution. I don't even know how your friend got a hold of this model, but it's no good for you. It's no good.
I really like to keep this one. You know, it's got a great shape, and its glands are how I like them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's best if you come get it. It just won't let me get near it. Every time I try to log on or access its internals, it reacts like a feral cat, just lashing out at me.
Again, so all the problems that you are describing to me, the solution would be to turn in model, have tech come out, get you a new model. Am I not do none of these customers want to listen to me? I give advice and nobody fucking listens. God damn, this is my last fucking call and I have to deal with all this shit.
Oh, right. Okay, so do you think you could maybe help me fix the aggression on this thing?
Sir, the XEP does not have, how you say, the normal dials that the newer models come out with. The adjustments for it are all internalized and must be done through an external computer that's plugged into the model. Well, sir, first, let's try this. I can send a unique visual mnemonic to your email, which you're gonna have to give me. Then please open the image file and then turn your model to face the image, which will allow me to access your model systems. And then I can maybe get a better idea on this aggression.
Yeah, you can send it to kevin.wismore@emailspace.com.
Wow, that's... Okay, I got that down. Somehow
that's two Z's in Wismore. No H.
Okay, two Z's, no H. Okay, right. Okay, well, it says it's sent and I'm not getting the notification that it didn't get sent to a fake address, so you should be seeing the visual mnemonic pop up on your email. When it does, just do me a favor, face model to it, or, just keep going with on par with the rest of the call and don't listen to a fucking word I say.
Alright, I got it. I'm gonna turn the model and look at speed. God damn! Shit! Ah!
Well, it seems to...
Got it. Okay.
It appears to be working?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the code here. Thank you for uploading it. Wow. I've never seen code modified like this before. They've all seem to have been removed. Also, the aggression and dominance factors are highly elevated.
I know, that's what I've been trying to tell you. This thing is aggressive as shit, man.
I am not able to access any part of your model through my computer, sir. I highly recommend. So it appears that even for the XEP model, the factory settings are completely different from what we are used to here at the Silicon Angels. I do not know if there's much that we can do to help you here, sir. Where did you obtain this model?
I got it from an old war buddy of mine. We served together in the Third Caribbean Uprising. Why is that?
Well, sir, it appears that the modifications made to this model is of a technical skill higher than most of the techs here at Silicon Angels who have designed the models. And it would appear that you are in grave danger, sir.
Okay, well, I never did any coding. I just got this thing from him. I rescued it like a dog. He bought your models and he would stage fights and put videos online. So I bought it and she just seems like really scared and like angry, and I just want to like nurture her, but you keep trying to take her away, and I'm just trying to fix this one so that I can keep her.
You say you won't nurture, but she attack you. I don't understand. But anyway, sir, I need to dispatch a Silicon Angels tech team out to you to replace the model and get that off the streets because, oh boy.
So there's nothing we can do with this one. Okay, I'll just go ahead and close it. Ow! Shit! It punched me in the chest. It's coming after me.
Well, sir, I only suggest that you run and don't look back.
Ah, it's chasing me! It's coming after me! Ah, send help!
Well, thank you for calling Silicon Angels
Help!
Helpline, sir. It
Oh,
is a
shit!
great pleasure for this to be my final call with Silicon Angels. This was Dimitri. If you have any
Help!
questions or concerns at all,
shit!
please dial 4 for our...
You have one unheard message. First unheard message.
Dan, from Podcast Weekly. I think I know why you're ignoring me here. Call me back. I know you have my number. Don't ignore me again.
End of message. To delete this message, press 7.
The preceding recordings were taken from hard drives once owned by a reclusive tech company called Silicon Angels. Aside from these files, there's no record of Silicon Angels, no website, no public listings, no stocks to trade. But if these calls are to be believed, Silicon Angels and its parent company, Advanced Solitude Solutions, possess cutting-edge technology and a robust infrastructure. If anyone has any information regarding these companies or any leads to someone who might, reach out to me at Simon Addresses on all platforms. Again, I'm Simon Vanderboom, and I'm addressing Silicon Angels.
My girl ain't got nothing on but a halo. She gets more wet than a rainbow. And if you're trying to be in the same boat, you need to go and get a silicone